Now, I know we've been having our fun with Carly Smugglenuts and her escapades of finding a naked missing toddler in the forest using Cheez-Its, but I want to highlight another scenario of someone faking kidnappings for stupid reasons, because obviously it's not ingrained in many people's mindsets of the age-old tradition of playing a stupid game and winning a stupid prize.
And now an 11-year-old girl getting a lesson in the law for telling lies. She called 911 saying her friend was kidnapped, but that was far from the truth. Now law enforcement wants to teach her a lesson she will never forget.
I'm not going to do this again.
A tough lesson for an 11-year-old girl after deputies say she thought it would be funny to prank 911 dispatchers.
I thought to myself, I know she's 11, but we got to send a message.
Volusia Sheriff's deputies arrived at her parents' home near Daytona Beach Wednesday morning after leading law enforcement on a wild goose chase on I-95. They spent about 30 minutes trying to find the driver of a white van the girl had supposedly witnessed kidnap her friend. But it was all a lie, based on a YouTube challenge she saw.
We scrambled Air One. Air One was up for 30 minutes. That's probably $500-600 worth of fuel. Every police department on the east side of the county, Port Orange, New Smyrna, Edgewater, us, we're all up on 95 looking for this car.
Sheriff Mike Chitwood says they were able to ping her cell phone to her parents' home, where they put her in handcuffs right in front of her father.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
Just last week, Chitwood says there were 3 swatting incidents in Volusia County, including this one in Deltona, where deputies arrived with guns drawn. They'd received a fake 911 call from someone claiming to have shot and killed his wife at this address. When they arrived, they found the victim of a dangerous hoax, one that Chitwood says people, no matter the age, need to take seriously.
She's got to learn a valuable lesson here, that you just don't do stuff like that. And hopefully her little friends and other parents would be like, oh my God, this isn't funny.
Because of the nature of that 911 call, Chitwood there said the girl was expected to spend the night in the juvenile detention center until she could see a judge the next day.
Yes, I feel like I already know what the long paragraphs are going to be about. It's an 11-year-old. They're a child. They don't understand. How could they do this? This is traumatic. Guess what? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You have seen, if you are subscribed to this channel, kids younger doing dumber for even dumber reasons.
Tonight, chilling new details of a 10-year-old Milwaukee boy opening fire, killing his mother at close range. 12 News is not naming the boy due to his age, but new court documents reveal the boy opened fire because his mom wouldn't buy him something on Amazon, and then he purchased a virtual reality headset from her Amazon account the day after she died. The deadly shooting happened Monday at the boy's home near 87th and Hemlock on the northwest side of the city. Police initially ruled the shooting accidental, but the criminal complaint says the 10-year-old's family called police with serious concerns the next day. The boy's sister telling detectives, quote, "He has had rage issues all of his life. He becomes very angry and acts out," adding that he had been seeing a therapist. And when police questioned the boy a second time, they say he told them the shooting wasn't accidental and that he was mad at his mother because she woke him up early that morning.
6-year-old accused of shooting a teacher in a classroom on purpose. Now, less than an hour ago, we learned from the Newport News police chief that boy used his mother's gun.
We told you about this on Friday when it happened at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia, and so many people were scratching their heads. But police did take a 6-year-old into custody. Investigators say he shot a teacher after some sort of altercation between the two. Just one shot was fired. No other students were involved, and that teacher is still recovering. In a news conference just under an hour ago, police said that teacher 25-year-old Abby Swerner saved lives.
Mrs. Werner was the last person to leave that class. She made a right turn and started down the hallway, and then she stopped. And she turned around. She turned around to make sure that every one of those students was safe.
And medics took Zwerner to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, but over the weekend, her condition improved, and that's according to the chief.
Yeah, we're thinking over this. It's hard to wrap your brain around. It's just a lot.
Right,
you know?
right, that a 6-year-old would have access to a gun, would put it in a backpack, would take it to school with the intent to allegedly harm the teacher. This was such a unique situation for prosecutors. A 6-year-old boy alleged to have committed this terrible crime, but they've got to decide what happens next. And so we verify, can a child that young even be sent to a juvenile detention facility? Our sources are the Court of Virginia and Julie McConnell, a professor of law at the University of Richmond. Now, Virginia law prohibits sending children under 11 to a juvenile detention facility, and that is because those facilities are simply not built for children that young. McConnell says they wouldn't be able to guarantee their safety or appropriate care. If it is deemed necessary for that 6-year-old to be separated from his parents, there are some options. Children under 11 can be sent to an approved foster home, a facility operated by a licensed child welfare agency, or some sort of suitable other place designated by the court. So we can verify, no, a 6-year-old cannot be sent to a juvenile detention facility.
New information is coming out this morning regarding a school shooting case involving a 6-year-old. The teacher injured after getting shot in the chest says school administrators failed to act after multiple warnings. Lawyers representing the teacher say that concerned employees passed along warnings 3 different times. Police say school officials did not tell them about the reports until after the shooting happened.
The teacher then tells that same administrator that she believes the boy put the gun in his pocket before going outside for recess. But the administration could not be bothered. The administrator downplayed the report from the teacher and the possibility of a gun, saying, and I quote, "Well, he has little pockets."
The school's assistant principal resigned Wednesday. The school board voted to remove the superintendent as well.
And I don't even know what YouTube challenge inspired this, or if she just mistook it for TikTok. Guess what? Here's the mindset everybody has to have when it comes to seeing things as pranks on the internet. 99.999% of the time, believe it's fake. Believe everybody in the scenario is paid to do an overdramatic reaction. And also think to yourself, what if I do this in public? Am I gonna have everybody laughing? Am I gonna have everybody cheering, saying, ha, 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 that was so funny? Or am I gonna get my ass beat? And once you realize that thought, you're not even gonna engage in doing no YouTube pranks, because you've seen people try to excuse their stupidity on real people by saying, oh, it's just a prank, bro, calm down. And they end up in a situation they did not want to be in. So, little girl, this is your wake up moment. This is your real life moment in time. Be grateful, because some people older than you are dumber than you. Be glad that this is happening for you now, so that you don't have to come to the realization of seeing a phantom toddler on the side of the road and faking like you're being kidnapped for 2 days while you're sitting in a sewer masturbating, eating Cheez-Its. I don't even know if that happened. That's just pure speculation and comedic gold on my part. But you wasted people's time. You wasted people's efforts, and this should confirm yet again that police, given the situation, will care, and they will divest time and energy into real life situations. And when they find out they've wasted their time because someone wanted to fuck with them, they're going to make sure you realize the punishment will be harsh. Enjoy your wake up moment, kid. Hopefully it's a life lesson for you. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Let me know what you think about an 11-year-old faking kidnappings for attention. And does it compare to a 26-year-old doing it as well? And mind you, does it also compare to Emmett Till in any capacity? Because yes, that woman has not retracted that statement, and she is still willing to die on that hill. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.